Welcome back to Invictus Forum. And now we are saying that we are going to poetry. And the first question is on types. There's nothing in literature like love poem, war poem, and so on and so forth. We have different types of poems. We have odes, we have elegies, we have ballads, we have pastoral, we have lyrics, we have dirges, etc., etc. A short poem that expresses personal emotion and feeling is a lyric. One of the following is not a characteristic of an epic poem. What is an epic poem? A long poem written in high language. It deals with the supernatural, yes. It handles a serious subject matter, yes. It is written in elevated language, yes. It is written as a sonnet. That's the wrong answer. And that is the odd one, and that's the correct answer. The last 6 lines of a sonnet are known as the sestet. The 8 lines of a sonnet, the first 8 lines of a sonnet are known as the octave. A poem that is written in 4 lines per stanza is written in quatrains. A poem that is written in more than 14 lines per stanzas or long stanzas is written in cantos. Next question. A poem written in simple language without regular rhyme or rhythm is known as free verse. Next, it is a genre of poetry that is very intellectualized and whose subject matter is full of elaborate concept, exotic imagery, and the display of paradox. Metaphysical poetry. Praise poetry can also be known as, the answer will be panegyric. Next, one of the following is not a type of diction in poetry, a type of diction. What is diction? The selective use of vocabulary items in order to reinforce meaning. Archaic is a type of diction. Cliches are a type of diction. Jargons are a type of diction. Complicated is not. There's nothing like complicated diction. And so that will be the correct answer. Next question. The logical arrangement of ideas in a poem is known as the structure. And what is the form? The form is the physical outlay of the poem in its division in stanzas and lines. And what is attitude? The feeling that the poet has towards the subject matter, characters, and the setting. And what is the atmosphere, like we already said, a perception of the climate, the environment within the poem. Next question. The metrical pattern in poetry that comprises of an unstressed syllable followed by a stressed syllable is called an iamb. But if the question was a metrical pattern in which a stressed syllable is followed by an unstressed syllable, the answer will be trochee. One of the following is not a poetic device: alliteration, ambiguity, anaphora, contrast. The answer will be contrast. The atmosphere that the poet creates in the poem is also known as the mood. Next. The line of a verse that flows into the next line without a pause is known as enjambment. Next, a bitter remark made in the poem with the intention to hurt emotions or feelings or for scorn or contempt is known as sarcasm. Next, the poetry that glorifies everything black, be it culture, skin, or landscape, is known as negritude. Next, denotation deals with identifying meaning. Next, one of the following is not a type of poem. Ode is, elegy is, sonnet is, rhyme is not. And that's the correct answer. The arrangement of syllable patterns to stress and unstressed syllables in a line of poetry is known as meter. And what are the different types of meter? Iamb, anapest, trochee, etc., etc. Next. One of these poems is essentially of praise, an expression of enthusiastic emotion. So which are the types of poems that deal with praise? They are known as odes. Next, the deliberate choice of words in a poem to reinforce meaning is known as diction. What is euphemism? The replacement of hurtful or words which are considered not worth hearing with words which are more subtle. Imagery is the use of anything that can appeal to any of the senses for representation. Lastly, one of the following is not the characteristics of blank verse. It is very short. Thank you for listening.